the couch and get on the game. What are you doing? Are you snoozing? Because it's time to grind.
My fellow chess enthusiasts, we are back at it again, sitting in front of the 64 squares. Today is going to be episode number 5, game number 5, as you can see right here. We're going to be playing a rated 10-minute no-increment game on chess.com, pursuing the illustrious rating of 2000. We see 1d4, which I do not love, so we'll be playing c6. Forgive me for the intro, but long story short, this is going to be a series where, win or lose, I post the games, and we're going to see how much did my chess actually progress when I reached 2000 rating ELO on Lichess. So I have not played on chess.com very often, and we're going to try and get to 2000 here. And so wish me luck. These games have definitely been a little bit stressful, if I must say the least. I think we just developed this bishop. When the opponent plays c5, it isn't a lot of fun for us because the capture opens up the diagonal. And if we push this pawn, we can't defend the diagonal, and there's a lot of just threats that can happen along this diagonal just very quickly, okay? So I do believe here we step forward with this guy. The capture, we bring the knight to the natural development square. This guy is locked outside of the pawn chain, so he will never be assisting in any of these pins. If the queen jumps forward, I think we just play a calm, cool, and collected here. Now there is capture, knight gets involved. So capturing this way might make sense. Even capturing with the knight arguably makes sense. That walks into forking ideas, so we don't love it. Yeah, so if I play this, I do think he's going to hit me with this check. In which case I play here. If he plays this, and this is officially the moment where I am out of opening theory. I'm not sure if that move made really any sense, but I'm shielding off like this diagonal and all of these threats. I am also making an escape square for the bishop. I think we're going to just go ahead and calm, cool, and collected develop this bishop over here. And it looks like we're going to have an opposite side castling game of chess. Okay. I think instead of castling, we're going to be principled and just develop our last undeveloped piece. Then we do have the option of castling opposite, but that just puts my king on the semi-open file, so I'm fairly certain that just going this way makes the most amount of sense. If he chases us, we can come back. So let's castle. I'm down 40 seconds on the clock, so I do not want to be... I don't want to just keep sinking below on the clock. So he makes a pointless pawn move. I'm going to make a more or less pointless pawn move. Potentially we bring the rooks to more active squares. That's going to be the next phase of the game. This is the part that a lot of people really struggle with. And it is, we have developed all of the minor pieces. We have developed the queen. We've castled. And it's like, what is the game plan moving forward? My game plan is trade literally everything and go into an endgame and get low on time, because that is my strong suit. And because we're playing for ELO here, what I really want to do is, because we're playing for ELO, what I really want to do is not lose. Okay, so instead of spending forever, I think I can just step forward. The knight comes. If I step in, if you capture, I go this way. If you jump in, I can capture this way, this way, this way. You can pin me, but I just take. The reason that I'm thinking about moving the queen is he's got this move, jumping in. So I think we're going to just go for the queen trade. His knight is probably going to arrive to this square. I could even take with the pawn and get an open A file. That doesn't seem like a terrible idea, actually. And it reinforces some of these arguably sketchy squares. So yeah, if he trades, I might even take with the pawn. Because if I take like this, his knight's going to jump in. I don't love this. So let's go for it. He can jump here attacking me. I'll jump forward. He steps in. So this... we can also go for a pawn break, but that destabilizes this immensely. I think we jump in. Like I said, I'm trying to not fall too low on the clock, and the more stuff that we trade, kind of the better. We're attacking the knight. That kind of pins down the bishop to the defense of the knight. Jumping forward doesn't work. I will just take, and I win a pawn. Coming over here or here. That's something interesting. On Lichess, you can draw the arrow. You can see my mouse, right? You can draw the arrow, but you can, like, change it mid-thing. This, you can only draw concrete arrows. You can't, like, change your mind mid whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I'm just going to put my rook here because it just feels like it makes sense. Probably a pawn push is going to come. Even this would make sense. I can just capture you, get your knight in. My little conglomerate of pawns over here, I actually quite like. Arguably, my bishop is better than his bishop. I'm actually, like, looking at things. Your bishop is doing nothing. I'm kind of liking... Does the push now make sense? Probably he just chases me out of here. If I push, if he jumps in, I take, he takes. I step back. What if I push here? He jumps in with the bishop. I take, the knight gets in. I'm doing this. It gives me like a concrete, very powerful square for my knight, where I don't actually need to trade off the knight immediately. And we have all of the... We've only traded one pair of pawns. But this. I mean, this separates the pawns. Let's just do it. I'm lower on the clock. Almost definitely, I just play... This is more active. Let's get into a rook and pawn endgame, my friend. You 1787. How are your endgame skills? He's quite good at playing quickly. He is quite good at playing quickly. I think we just trade. We could push forward. What about boom, boom? Capture. I take like this, maybe? This, probably the rook is getting involved, right? Let's just do it. Still not really sure. I think that I want to bring the rook. Does that move make any sense? We can get paired up. Dude, I'm down a minute on the clock still. I mean, he can just chase me out of here. Probably we go here. I don't see any, like, monumental tactics of any sort. This pawn is a little bit weak, but he can just defend it. And then we're just in a more or less pretty complicated endgame, where I would have this pawn break. I mean, that allows this. You double up. Say I go here. You got this. I can also chase you out. We attack. You go here for sure. If I play this, you're just going to attack me again. What about this? He just comes back, but that makes this pawn super weak. What about this? Ooh, he wants to slide in, maybe? He can definitely play a move like this. I'd have to step up. He could then attack this. Okay, we're playing this move. I mean, he's just got this quickly. 5 minutes against 6. Oh, dear Lord. I'm going to poop my pants. Go ahead and spend 30 seconds thinking about your move, bro. I'm sick and tired of being down on the clock. I mean, he can attack, but I can just step up. Wait a minute. Tactics. We take this pawn, right? We take this pawn. If you take back, I'm getting in with check. I think that's really all there is to it. We take. We take. He can't attack my pawn yet. No more thinking. I think we play this move. We're up a pawn.
Give me that.
What?
Give me that.
We take with check. What about this, bro? That really traps my bishop. Oh, let's get behind here. Let's play this first. Hear me out. We're in an endgame. This is my weakness. I can come back and guard it, but I don't love that. We play this. How do you guard this pawn? I think he slides in, and that's a little bit of a problem. So what if we attack here? He'll slide out to here, but then I attack. Playing this. Say you push, I take, you take, I take. If you take here, we take, right? You take. I'm still going to get behind this guy if you're not careful. I think we just take. You take. I take a pawn, you take a pawn. And I get behind this guy. He'll slide all the way over. If I take, he's going to slide in. I slide here. He takes. I take. We go for this. For sure. I mean, I'm going to lose that pawn. He has to capture. If he doesn't capture, then I'm just going to do this. That exposes his king. His king is quick to get active, though. Let's not forget about that. But I'm ready to attack this guy. And if he so chooses... Okay. Moment of truth. 3 minutes. I don't need to panic. And he's got a lot of weaknesses, dude. I think we just attack this. We're grabbing the pawn, bro. Are you kidding me? Of course. This is defended now. We step in. You take, take, take. I don't make it in there in time. I'm going to bring the king. You're crazy for that one. You get too far in here, bro. It's going to be a dub. That king is active, but off sides. You have lots of pawn islands.
You're all pretty much fucked. You don't know it yet.
Like, say he plays something like this. We're playing a move. We got to be very careful. We got to be very, very careful. You have to make a move, do you not? And then I step in a little bit more. Or you make a move with the rook, but then I'm getting here. Say you play something like this. I take, you take with check. You hear that cat meowing? We just play this. Am I winning that endgame? Take, take. For sure he just steps in. I push. If he tries to get in, I can just block. Do we play this? Oh, he wants to go for this. Here, here, here. King steps in, I step in. You take my pawn, I step in more. I think I lose a pawn. Here, here, here. You step in, I step up. You grab my pawn, I protect this one. We're going off intuition here. We're going off intuition. That he's going to be in Zooks. He's going to have to go somewhere. Right? I step up. You got to make a move. Not to these squares. You got to go this way. In which case I play this. We're touching and touching. If we waste a move here, like we freeze this, this is a prime example of pawn endgames Zooks. We push this. He's got no moves with pawns. No moves with pawns. The king has to go somewhere, relinquishing the grip of this pawn. And once he does that, that's all she wrote. Step away. Whatever stepping away move you play, I'm taking your pawn. He resigns.
Give me your money, bitch. Oh, calm down, bro. You calm down.
That was a clean dub. That was a clean dub. We have gained 12 ELO. Let's frickin' go, boys. I just played a perfect game of chess for you. Read it and weep. Our opponent never had a chance. I played 97% accurate with 12 average centipawn loss, 0 mistakes, 0 inaccuracies, 0 blunders. Our opponent never had a chance. Now, was it the most exciting game of chess? No, but it was frickin' accurate. And so I'm playing with the black pieces. What more do you want from me? And the reason that I think that I'm able to win a lot of these games is because I play a lot of bullet and I really only study end games. And so if I can survive the opening and the middle game and get into an end game where there are aspects of bullet, like we have less time and we need to play fast, for whatever reason, I'm better at that than my opponents. My ELO in bullet is 2,000, and then my ELO in rapid is also 2,000. Normally what happens is I'm facing someone that's 2,000 in rapid, but 1,700 in bullet. So if we get into an end game with low time, I do quite well. So none of this stuff really matters immensely. Slight preference choice, still the engine top line. This is deviating from my strategy. This little queen b3 definitely adds a predicament to my position here. This diagonal gets incredibly weak. The knight can hop in, threatening forks and the c7 square where my queen is right now. And so instead of going for that, I just capture this way. And then I'm able to develop my pieces, get everything developed, and then we just same side castle. Now, in this moment right here, I realize, okay, we have a same side castling game of chess. Probably the way that I win this is going into an endgame and winning a pawn. So that we start operation that. So we move everything around. We're trying to just slightly improve all of our pieces. Oh my goodness, the pawn move is actually one of the best moves. It's a multifaceted move. We step this forward and the knight can then jump in. And this is what I was talking about during the game, by the way. Look, you can draw the arrow and drag it wherever you want and not even place it if you don't want. But on chess.com, you have to like let go and then it appears. On this one, it's not big. Now it's big. Lead chess is just better. That's like a user interface experience that is better for lead chess. We step in, we're attacking weakness. We trade off correctly, and then we push a pawn. Definitely not the best move, but it's still around the same. But we get active with the rook. The whole idea here is we see this entire rank, and we are accessing this. We are accessing a defensive the bishop, and also kind of an X-ray. This is the most active square for this rook. He was doing nothing over here. This is the semi-open file. That's why we go there. And he needed to slide all the way over with his rook to maintain perfect equality. This lets me double up instantly on his weakness. Now, this doesn't defend it. This is so common. This tactic is literally so common. I win so many games of chess because of this. Literally, it's always with the 4 rooks. Okay, so just remember this pattern. The pawn is defending. Nobody is defending the rook. If you capture it, if the pawn takes back, the file opens up. I cannot tell you how many times I have won games because of this. Like, literally so many. And it happens. This is the entire tactic right here. I want you to just memorize this because I have memorized it. And dude, people that are 1,800, 2,000, they fall for it all the time. It is ridiculous. Sometimes it's even like a queen back here. And then you take, and they can't even take back because they'll lose their queen. So you just, in worst case scenario, they move the queen or whatever, and you just move back. Okay, and then you won a pawn for nothing. This guy remains weak, and this guy is weaker now. Okay, so we do all of this, and now I'm just in an endgame where I know that I'm winning. This is my only weakness in the position, and I can only defend it one way because I cannot push it or he creates a pass pawn. So that's not what we're going to do. I can only defend this guy one way. So we play this move first. It's the computer second. I'm supposed to just play this, allow this, take here, you take here, then I step in. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Whatever. We play this. It's still a good move. Capture, capture, capture. And then he's really in a rough situation because if he captures like this, I'm still going for this guy. Bringing the king is actually slightly preferred, but we go for this. He brings the king. We take the pawn. He gets in with the king. And we match him equally. We've got opposition right here. But we've got opposition in favor of me because I am the one with the active rook doing things. You are the one with all of these 4 different pawn islands. My pawn structure is actually quite strong. And so your position sucks. Your position sucks here. Equal-ish material. I'm up 2 pawns. Yes, I know. But equal-ish stuff going on. And, we step over correctly. Trading the rooks is the last thing that our opponent should ever do here because once you trade the rooks, you're just going into a king and pawn endgame where I'm up 2 pawns. Even if you win one of these pawns, dude, I'm still up pawns. You're not going to win. And so he takes, we step in, and then this is just a prime example of Zooks. Zooks. He can push and I just take, so that sucks for you, but then, okay. So this is the best move. So he can shuffle one more move. So if he steps over, no, I just grab. What am I talking about? He's in a bad spot. So he steps here, and I just lock it down. The best move. If I am to play this, he's still losing, but he gets to take. Oh, I guess. Whatever. Oh, I could have played this, and then he pushes. And then I do have to step away, and he maintains defense. He steps in, but then he's just going to be in Zooks again, okay? So this is the most important part right here. You just waste a move and make sure none of his pawns can move. All of his pawns are blockaded. The only piece that can move is the king. It becomes way easier to calculate when it's just kings and pawns. If there's other pieces, then you're never going to... It's way harder to calculate. Bishops are actually pretty easy, but if there's a knight or something... and then he resigns because he has to step away. I'm just going to grab. And then at this point, I'll show you one last thing. Let's just say somehow my king ends up all the way over here. And he gets in. I'm all the way over here. He gets in. He can never take this pawn. This is a standalone structure. All he can do is shuffle back and forth, or back and forth like this, because if he ever takes, this pawn runs. So that's one thing you just need to know about this structure. This is good to go, because no matter where my king is, if he ever takes, this one runs. So you realize, like, all the way back here or whatever, instead of trying to promote one of these pawns, what I can do is like just wait somehow to get in and win these guys, and then you're going to win. No draw, no stalemate, no nothing. It's easier than like trying to promote these two. If you just come here and win this and then step over and promote this. Thank you so much for watching my video. I love each and every one of you. That was a good game of chess, 97% accurate. I'll look at the graph one more time. I'll see you in the next one. I love you. Please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 3,000 subscribers within the next like year, so 1 or 2 of you would really help me out. I'll see you in the next one. Get out of here. Bye.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And